Well, hello, beautiful ones. I'm Stacey Murphy, the queen of juicy love and feminine charm. I'm a certified intimacy and charisma coach. And today on my video, I'm so glad that you're here with me today because I'm actually going to be talking about something that could be a little bit of a sensitive topic, and that is money. Specifically, why you may be attracting broke and stingy men. Now, I know when it comes to money, it can be sort of like a little sensitive topic, but this is why it's important to know why you keep attracting this type of man. Because when it comes to relationships, there are two main reasons why most relationships fall apart. It's usually because of sex and money, right? Those are the two main reasons that most relationships go right? They end. So it would behoove you not to think about your money awareness going into a relationship, and why, if you've gotten into this cycle of attracting broken, stingy men, what is it that you're resonating, why that keeps happening? And here, ladies, here is the main reason as to why that is. It is because you are carrying around within yourself a lack consciousness. You have a lack mentality, and that is why you keep attracting broke and stingy men. So let me explain to you and share with you certain behaviors and certain types of mentality that if you find yourself like, oh my God, I actually do that a lot, bingo, you can now see where you're contributing to attracting men who don't want to spoil and treat you well. Here's the one thing. Most women, if they're honest, okay, if they are honest, most women do want a man that can spoil them, who can treat them to the finer things in life. And that definition of finer things in life is different things to different people, okay? It's not the same thing. So it's what your definition of that is, okay? But most women, when they're honest, they want a man that is a good provider, all right? And also, many high quality men, they do want to be a good provider to their family, in their relationships, because it's also encoded in their DNA, okay? So what happens is when you are attracting men who are constantly broke, who don't want to treat you, spoil you, or spend any money, it is because you are living with the lack anthem and the lack mentality. So here is behavior number one for a person that is calling and kind of cheering on the lack anthem, right? So the first thing is you yourself don't want to spend the money, okay? And when I say spend the money, I'm talking about spending money on something that's really important, spending money on something that's really going to change your life for the better. And you have to think about it, and you don't want to spend the money, even though it's something that's going to be beneficial to you. You will spend the money on the quick fix, right? Like going to Starbucks every single day to get that cup of coffee, or going to get, your manicure and pedicure every 2 weeks. Those things are a quick fix. They do make you feel good instantaneously in that moment, but that joy and that rush that you get from that quick fix, it totally fades. The true type of happiness, right, of what you can invest in yourself, you don't want to spend the money. So guess what? If you don't want to invest in you, a high quality man is not going to invest in you because you are sending out that energy. That is lack energy, okay? So that's the first thing. The second behavior is if you're constantly complaining about money. If you're constantly complaining about, I don't have enough money, if you're constantly complaining about the price of something, whether you go to the restaurant or the price of clothes or the price of gas or anything of that assortment, if you are constantly complaining about money, you are living in lack mentality and you are cheering on that lack consciousness and singing that lack anthem, right? So I want you to be aware of that behavior. And I got a real valuable lesson in that. It was like maybe 20 years ago. And I was with some friends and we were talking about actually Oprah Winfrey, as a matter of fact. And she had just purchased a multi-million-dollar mansion. The mansion had these crazy amount of rooms. I think it was something like 10 or maybe 15, bedrooms and all these bathrooms. And I said to myself, what a waste of money. That money could be used for something else, right? And what was that? Judgment. Okay. I'm going to say right there, I was being judgmental about that. I was just like thinking that she was wasting money, right? And I had a negative perception about that. Then someone said to me, well, wait a minute. It seems like it's her money. She can do whatever she wants to with it. And doesn't it seem like every single time Oprah Winfrey is giving away stuff, she gives away all this stuff? She seems to have more and more money that keeps falling in her lap, right? And when I say falling in her lap, this woman has worked really hard to get to where she has in life. But she didn't get there by having a lack mentality. She didn't get there by having lack consciousness. And because of her giving consciousness, because of her prosperity consciousness, the money keeps rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. And after I had that aha moment about that judgment that I had over 20 years ago, I was like, you know what? Good for her. If somebody's driving a Mercedes, good for them. If someone is living in this humongous house, wonderful, right? Because every single time you praise someone else's prosperity, guess what? You are also praising your own prosperity, because that is how the law of attraction works. Remember, the law of attraction is not only what you habitually think and feel. The law of attraction also is you attract who you are. So if you are a stingy person who's constantly complaining about money, guess what? That is why you're attracting men who are broke and don't want to spend money on you. All right. So that's the second one. Here is the third behavior if you're singing the lack, anthem. And that would be always looking for something for free, always asking for a discount, always looking for a way out, even with people where, you know what, that's their livelihood. This isn't, they're not in corporate America or whatever the situation may be. Even if you go to a retail store and all you ever do is go for the sale rack, you never look at anything else that may be available. You just beeline for the sale rack. Now, some people may say that is smart. It is smart to do that every once in a while. But if that is your habitual behavior and you say to yourself, I'm never paying full price for anything, why would a man want to pay anything full price with you? Okay? Yes, it may hurt. It may not be the politically correct thing to say, but I am telling you the truth, ladies. That is why you keep attracting broke men. Because I will tell you this, high quality men who do spend on their women, who do spend the money, when they go to a restaurant, they're not complaining about the price. They will pay whatever it is she wants. He will say, get whatever you want. It doesn't matter, right? That is a person that has a prosperity consciousness, right? When you're with a high quality man who does have that prosperity consciousness, he wants to shower you with stuff because he knows you will appreciate it. Right? There's a big appreciation. But if you're always in this lack mentality and you're always complaining about the price of anything, why would he want to give you anything? Because to a man, he's like, well, she's not going to appreciate it anyway. She's just going to complain or ask, how much did that cost? So you see how you are literally canceling out the very thing that you want. You want to be treated, you want to be spoiled, you want to be gifted, but then you're carrying around the lack mentality. And the two do not work well, and they're not good bedfellows together, all right? So here is your assignment for 1 week only. I don't want you to complain about anything. I don't want you to complain about the cost of anything. And well, if you don't want to complain about anything for an entire week, that'll be great, right? If you could do that, fantastic. That'll even help your law of attraction energy that much more. But I'm specifically talking about money. Do not complain about money. Do not complain about the cost of something. Do not complain about your bills that you have coming in, right? When you have a bill coming in, I want you to say, abundance is my natural state of being, especially if you do have the money in your bank account to pay for it, because you receive the gift of someone's service. So you're doing an energy exchange and you are paying them for that gift. So even if you get a bill for cable or the internet, your cell phone bill, whatever it is, just say abundance is my natural state of being and pay for the freaking bill and move on, okay? Because you are then not contributing to lack consciousness. You will not be oozing that lack in your life. And when you can stop the lack consciousness, you will actually start seeing prosperity in your life. You will start seeing other people giving you things that you didn't even ask for, or you may have had it in your mind that I would love to receive this gift. But when you stop complaining about money and money issues, someone may actually gift it to you. That is how the law of attraction works. So ladies, that is what I want you to do. I want you to be aware that may be why, the main reason as to why you may be attracting broke and stingy men. And we are going to turn that around. With that, we are complete in this video tip. Goodbye and namaste.